What's up, everybody? Jerry with BBIG Trading, back for another video. We're going to be talking about ticker symbol SDC, or Smile Direct Club. We're going to be jumping into the Ortex data, going to be checking out the technical analysis as to why I think this thing could potentially be a diamond in the rough. Man, it's got some crazy, outrageous numbers that we're going to be jumping into. But before I get started, please don't forget to hit that like, hit up that subscribe button down at the bottom of the screen. Helps out the channel, helps people find the content, helps out the YouTube algorithm. You know the whole deal. Let's get this thing rolling. On the day, SDC finished the day at $5.50 even, up 18 cents, up 3.38% respectively. Finished the after hours down 3 cents or 0.55%. Finished the after hours at $5.47. Now, technically wise, excuse me, from a technical analysis standpoint, it looks like it bottomed out around it hit its lowest point at $5.50, but it had support really at $5.18. That's where it bounced, and we're kind of in this reversal now. And what's cool is we are following basically this ascending level of support right here. So right around there, which is great. So it's established this ascending level. Now, one thing I do not like, and I would expect us to regress and maybe bounce off this ascending level again in the interim, is because the stock is trending up. However, notice how the RSI is starting to cool off, starting to level off a little bit. That's an indication of bearish divergence, which means we could have potentially some sort of red day in the future coming up because of how high this thing has been rolling over the last 2 days, just in terms of where it bounced and then where it is right now. So, but that doesn't necessarily mean that this thing is done by any means. The company itself, I like what it's about. I have a couple of friends that are in the dentistry industry. My mom personally has been in dentistry for 40 years or something like that, pretty much my whole life. But that's neither here nor there. I'm going to be jumping over to Ortex here in just a minute, but I do kind of want to show you guys real quick. So ideally, if we can break, because it looks like it's tested, had a little bit of a fake out breakout. Ideally, if it can get a clean break over 550, the next level of support, or next level of resistance would be 555. And then after that, looks like, say right here, yeah, 559. So pretty much like you got 5-cent increments, which is kind of interesting. From there, you got 566, which is a 10-cent jump. So what you look for when you're looking for key levels of support or resistance, or even on an ascending level of support, you look for 3 or more touch points. 3 or more touch points gives you a relatively solid indication of where resistance and support are. It also helps you kind of forecast, okay, we're approaching this support line or this resistance line. You can kind of expect it to be a strong or weak level depending on how many touch points it has over a prolonged period of time. So just some technical analysis education for you guys that don't know or don't understand how to read those trends in terms of resistance or support. So yeah, just a little bit of education for you guys. I would even say, yeah, because we got 570 again after that. So I mean, ideally what I'd like to see, this thing to bounce off of this ascending level of support and just continue this trend up and just slowly break through these levels of resistance. Slowly but surely, right? I'm not in any hurry. I got all the time in the world. But let me jump over to Ortex so I can really kind of show you guys why I think this thing has the potential to run and run hard. Okay. Now, utilization, okay, maxed out 100%. Okay, cost to borrow, okay, up 63.65% from 7 days ago. Days to cover is up over 4. Okay, shares on loan up to 59.07 million. Now get this, the free float of this company, I looked it up earlier, is 104 million. So over 50% of the free float is actively shared on loan right now. Okay, which is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen a number that high. Excuse me. Here you go. Percent of free float on loan, 59.38%, which is insanity. Exchange reported short interest is currently at 34.25 million, and the estimated short interest percent of the free float is 46.99%. Okay, now short interest change on the day, so it was up 1.4%. It had 1.14 million return versus 2.01 million borrowed against, for a net borrow change of 876,000 borrowed against it today. Okay, current short interest of the free float from today was 47.68%. Cost to borrow minimum for the annual rate was 11.95%, with a max of just under 260%, and then the cost to borrow average is just under 170% year over year interest. Okay, I do want to jump over to Fintel. Let's see, SDC. I don't know. There's something going on with this. So short interest, check this out. No data. No data. No data. What is going on with this? I don't think I've ever seen something that had no data. This is updated as of 16 minutes ago also, which is crazy. This doesn't make any sense to me. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Huh. Anyways, I'm willing to bet that the short share availability is very, very minimal, to say the least, especially, oh, you know what? It's probably not reporting because it's at 100% utilization. That could be it. But I'm not a financial expert. None of this is financial advice. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I'm just trying to read the data so that I can provide it to you guys, so that you guys can make the best educated decisions for yourselves whenever you guys are entering and leaving positions for your financial benefits. So that'll pretty much wrap up for this one. Keep an eye on this. I'm going to be watching it very, very closely over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be looking to get into this probably sometime next week. I would expect a good entry point to be, let's see, if it does bounce, I would say 540, 542. Here's another one. Yeah, 540 could be a good entry point. That's just based on what I'm seeing right here. I am going to try to do a little bit more technical analysis on this guy, though, because I do kind of want to see if I can locate any kind of patterns or trends from the previous times that it's been traded and or shorted, just so I can kind of predict a little bit easier in terms of where this thing could go. That way I can provide that information and data to you guys on the next video for SDC. So that'll wrap it up for this one. You guys have a great, fantastic weekend. Go watch some football. LSU plays tomorrow night at 8. Go Tigers. They're going to be playing in the Tiger Bowl against Auburn. And then after that, I think they play Kentucky. And then after that, they will be playing Florida, which I will be at that game, having a blast. But yeah, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.